much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields now to throw. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's left with no option here but to throw.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to break to those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lock one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter.
Himself, he'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd and 10, Fields got an open man. It's Pringle. And he's got it past the 30 was hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 36, Fields. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
6 sacks for Eric Armstead last season, his 7th with the San Francisco 49ers. As others have stepped in to help him with the pass rush, he's been able to make his presence felt in other ways with a new career high in overall tackles.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Fields going to keep it once more. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the 50, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. On the option to give to Sermon here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Up the middle, here's Sermon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Garoppolo. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On 1st down, Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Armstead in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they
Yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
To try again after the sack. Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a handoff. Sermon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They run once more with Sermon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears now ready to take over again. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On second and very short, Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To the air again, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap. Fields. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing again is Fields. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On play action, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. They snap it to Fields. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
On the handoff, Sermon knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And this is Sermon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Jaquan Brisker, their defensive.
They'll try and run the option. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Fields on first down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Going for it all. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.